I'm glad you're back on the show. Welcome back to the Krigler Show.
Of
Uh,
of
today,
course.
yeah, buddy. Today we're going to talk about your censorship. They love just putting a black man down. I'm just
Yeah,
kidding.
it's the racism for me.
It's totally racism, right? That's got to be it. No, I the song is good, and so for those who don't know, we're just gonna dive right into this because YouTube. Now they didn't ban the video itself. He has a music video of his new song. Is it just called "Let's Go, Brandon"?
Yeah, but the video is banned. Yeah,
The video's been. Oh, someone else. I just
yeah,
watched it. Someone else uploaded it. Right. Okay. Because it
yeah.
wasn't on
They got
your.
a lot of views too. I'm trying not to talk about it because I don't want that to get banned too. So I just
Yeah.
don't talk about the one that's on there because I feel like if I bring attention to it, they're gonna ban whoever YouTube channel that is.
Okay, it may or may not be on YouTube right now, but it was taken down off of Bryson's channel. Now it's called "Let's Go, Brandon," and I mean, if you listen to the song, it's definitely the hook. It's something you specifically say in the hook that they knocked it for medical misinformation, and I can't repeat it because I actually just got a strike for medical misinformation myself, so I can't necessarily say verbatim what is in his song. I happen to like the song. I think it's got a good flow, and I'm glad you put Chandler in on it. He's killing it. But it's crazy to think how we are not allowed to have differing opinions, right? Differing thoughts on what's it going to be or what's happening, and I don't know. And I want everyone to go listen to the song because I want you to know what you're not allowed to hear, right? Because that's kind of important. We need to know what we're not allowed to hear so that we know what's, I don't know. It's just like when you see someone who actually is racist, right? That's something you want to know about. You're like, that's what true racism, that's what that looks like right there, that person. And we can all shame them together, right? Now, in this case, it's a little different because you're not necessarily wrong in your songs. I can't really say exactly. I mean, well, because we can't play it, so it's not really a big deal because I'm not saying what was said in his song, but I mean, if you listen to it, you'll kind of know. I think you'll know exactly why he got hit. I have this article here that I just want to bring up, and it's from Rebel News. And it is called Wielding the Power. Let me see if I can bring this up. Nice. Wielding the Political Power by Google and YouTube. Google and YouTube not only control their own platforms, they get to control your access to all other platforms. I'll Google that is shorthand for I'll search for that, but most people don't even think of other search engines. Well, that's not necessarily true. I have a sneaking suspicion everyone that watches me uses DuckDuckGo or some sort of equivalent. You don't use Google, do you?
I downloaded DuckDuckGo before, and I started using it more because of the weird stuff that Google does.
Yeah, yeah. Although I did hear some weird things about DuckDuckGo because they're diversity hiring and filling the check boxes, which is kind of
No.
yeah, whatever. I don't know. It's just creeping in everywhere. Really, you can't really escape it. So, but YouTube recently announced that it would be expanding its level of censorship, prohibiting ads for and monetization of any videos that contradict well-established scientific consensus around the existence and causes of climate change. And I don't even think this is the only thing that they're talking about here, because just this line right here, contradict well-established scientific consensus. I just want to remind everybody, cigarettes once were considered healthy. They advertised for pregnant women to smoke cigarettes. Remember that? I mean, it was before our time, but that
Yep.
was DDT. You ever heard of that? You ever heard of DDT? Yeah, Silent
Yep.
Spring. Yeah, so that stuff is it was considered the norm. Asbestos, remember that? That's used to be the insulation for houses until we realized how much it caused cancer. Same with DDT. I'm sure there's plenty other things. Anything come to mind for you that used to be legal?
The main thing for me is the cigarettes because only people know how extreme it was because it was before our time. But doctors used to smoke in the hospitals. Like it was
That's-
so normal that they used to smoke in the hospitals because the experts told you it was healthy.
Huh. Scientific consensus back in the day was cigarettes are healthy. So, and then you got to add into the whole fact that scientists are human beings, and human beings, I don't know if you know this, are very prone to being bribed. Yeah, I mean, pay somebody off, give them a couple $1,000,000, which is chump change to these big pharma companies. Hey, you know what? Let me just slide this over, and let's pick the right scientist to have the right consensus. Just to bring this back up real quick, have the correct, well-established scientific consensus. Look, science is about looking at everything and knocking out the ones that don't work, and then picking something, and then continually asking questions nonstop over and over and over again. That's what the scientific method is. Not going, you know what? That's the one. Let's go with that. Anything else is banned, is cut out outright, just done. You're no more discussion. We're not allowed to discuss anymore. We've chosen our narrative. That's our narrative. We're running with that. And this is the crazy part. So I got banned, or I got a strike. I've watched my video that they deemed medical misinformation so many times. I cannot. So like watching your video, I'm like, you know what? I could see how what you're saying pisses them off, right? Like you're basically giving them the finger, and you don't swear at all, but you are very much like, take this and deal with it. And
Yes, sir.
it's fantastic. But like, I didn't even do anything along those lines. I was reading from a government website. I was reporting on the Joe Rogan versus Gupta thing. And do you remember that when he basically called out Gupta for CNN lying about what Joe Rogan was doing? Not once did I do any medical misinformation. I was reading from a medical reports. I was claiming multiple times throughout the episode, I am not a medical professional. I am not advocating for anything. I am simply reporting on this news, and they still gave me a strike. And it leads me to believe that it's no longer even about medical misinformation. It's about questioning the narrative, period. It's about looking at that one chosen consensus, the well-established, as they mention here, the well-established scientific consensus. Okay, well, what if I want to ask the 10th doctor? 9 out of 10 doctors agree. Okay, well, what's that 10th doctor talking about? Right? What is he, why didn't he go along with it? What is it? What did he know that the other doctors didn't? Or did he just have high morals and not take that payment,
The funny thing to me is even with my song, I know you know this. That's possibly one of my most least controversial songs of all time.
True.
I've made.
It's true. Yeah.
And even what a lot of people are saying, they could deem medical misinformation. That isn't even medical information. It's not. It's just me questioning what the narrative is, and I guess that pissed them off, of course. But I'm like, this is one of the most least controversial songs ever. There's like 20 Let's Go Brandon songs out.
Yeah,
and
it's true.
And all of them talk about the same stuff. So why did mine get? It's a lot of interesting stuff going on.
Racism, No. Well, it's because you have the biggest platform. I think, you have the biggest voice, so they need to remove that. You're the one who has probably the more subs than the other guys. I see the other videos. I know that one guy with the "Let's Go Brandon," that hook in the background. And it's like, it's okay, but he's got, I don't know, 22,000 subs. I think it's not a huge channel, but it's a decent sized channel. I think 22,000 subs is nothing to scoff at. But when you have someone as well established in the community that you're in, like the MAGA world, the Christian society as well. You know, you actually hit up multiple bubbles as well. It's not just like one group. So, you know, that guy's, I feel like, you know, since you're already kind of established, they're like, whoa, all right, people are actually going to hear his song more than this guy, the other guys who are just getting lucky because they hit on the Let's Go Brandon wave, which is, you know, it's going on right now. And to be honest, let's go Brandon, you know, you know what I'm saying? While we're on the subject, you know, let's go.
Bro, it's like, bro, I think on the rap charts, the top 8 songs in the rap charts, 5 out of the top 8 songs is a song titled "Let's Go Brandon." It is hilarious on iTunes. I don't know if you saw that article. It's like I forgot what the article is called, but they did a whole article calling us moronic, calling us idiots, saying Adele was gonna pass us by the morning. Nobody's actually buying this garbage. That's what they said. And then I woke up this morning, and to my surprise, not only was Adele still below, but there's another Let's Go Brandon, the other guy Let's Go Brandon that passed her up.
Yeah, most popular president ever, huh? I mean,
oh yeah, 81 million, Adam.
Well, why are these songs trending then? What is it about these songs? Why do people gravitate toward them? Why are they being shared?
Hey, all I'm gonna say is, last time I talked to my parents on the phone, my daddy said he don't know if he could be a Democrat no more. My mama said, "Let's go, Brandon," and that's not a good look for the Democrats. I can tell you that now. You
Hold
met
on.
my daddy.
I know your dad. I met your dad. He said that. Wow.
Yes. He said he don't even know if he could be a Democrat no more. And then my mama said, "Well, let's go, Brandon." Hey,
that is awesome.
I heard that. I said, "Yeah, Biden's in trouble." We got both of my parents saying that. I'm like, somebody's in trouble.
That's huge. That's huge. Yeah, I know your dad. He is very strong in his ways. So to hear that, that's yo, Biden, you're in trouble. Democrats, he was defending you. I don't know if you guys caught when Bryson was first on my show. He drove, was it 5 hours? I think you drove 6 hours.
Yep, something like that. Yep.
He drove 6 hours to be on my show, and his dad came with, and I needed another mic because his dad kept chiming in from the other room. He's like, "You're wrong. No, my son's crazy." And man, it was a good time. But I remember very distinctly that he was not up into Trump, not into, which still might be true. It's not that he's changed his ways there, but you know, he's very adamantly a Democrat, and to hear that's great, actually. Yeah, you know, it's a tide is shifting, and it does feel like there is kind of a tide shifting among many other things, which we're actually going to talk about. So, like that censorship stuff. Before we move on, I just want to say I'm glad that you're still number one, man. I'm grateful that you're successful and you're doing your thing. It's great.
Thank you, man. Thank you.
Everyone go check out Bryson Gray's stuff. He's awesome. And he is currently number one right now on iTunes for rap music. It's still number one, right? I think you are still number one.
It's still number one on iTunes. We actually hit number one on Amazon also. If you go to Amazon,
nice.
And I think we're number 21 worldwide on iTunes. So if you have 99 cents, go buy it. There's another one under me, and if you don't mind cussing in songs, buy all of Let's Go Brandon. There's literally like 10 of them available. But mine's the one with no cursing, and it's the one that's number one. So all you gotta do is hit charts, and you should see me right there.
Nice. Well, that's awesome.